shall we move into the raging dumpster fire that is Ubisoft?
Oh, yes. Yes, yes, yes.
Oh, how does things get worse for Ubisoft than they did last year?
It
Well,
can't.
they go into January by announcing that they have detailed a major reset for the company that will see creative operations split into 5 separate
Yeah, because doing that has always proven successful in companies. Oh my gosh.
Right. This could get long. This could get awkward.
Ha!
So
That's
we'll.
what she said.
I know, but there's also another story as associated with this
Yes, it
because yeah,
is. Yeah.
the organisational restructuring, which has been in the works for a year, we heard rumblings of this last year, I think,
Mm-hmm.
is designed to help the French publisher quote reclaim its creative leadership. What a load of crap. And drive a, quote, sharp rebound, it said on Wednesday, following a turbulent few years of disappointing game launches and plummeting stock value, which has resulted in a minority sale to Tencent. As a result, 6 games have been cancelled, 7 delayed, and 2 studios closed, the company confirmed during a media briefing. The 6 cancelled games did not meet Ubisoft's new, quote, enhanced quality expectations. It said, including the much delayed Prince of Persia Sands of Time remake.
Yeah.
I
Told
mean,
you that wasn't coming out. Told you.
I knew it was never coming out, even though there was like these rumblings that it was
Yeah.
gonna shadow drop this month. It was on a Discord, and I went, don't believe it. Never believe this sort of thing. It's a load of crap. Ubisoft have put it out there to generate artificial hype.
Yo,
It's what
which
Ubisoft
we've
do
talked
best.
about. I was gonna say we talked about that a lot.
Yeah,
on
anyway,
this show.
so there was a mobile title and 4 unannounced games, including 3 original IPs, are all cancelled. In addition, Ubisoft said it delayed 7 games to ensure they meet quality expectations. They did not say which games had slipped, but confirmed that the 7 titles include one that was planned for release before April 2026, which is now to be released basically a fiscal year later. Quote, Ubisoft has conducted a thorough review of its content pipeline over December and January. This has led to a strategic decision, to refocus its portfolio, reallocate resources, and comprehensively revise its roadmap over the next 3 years. This will support the objective to return to exceptional level of quality on the open world adventure segment and step change the group's position in games as a service native experiences segment.
Blah blah blah.
Word salad. 2 studios were closed as part of the reset. Ubisoft said its Halifax and Stockholm studios, which were previously announced. During a web call, the company said that it would consider selling other assets, but did not provide any specific details. Ubisoft is also accelerating its cost reduction initiatives, it said, and is now aiming to focus to reduce its fixed cost by an additional 200 million euros over the next 2 years. Well, maybe don't spend nearly 400 million euros on working on Star Wars Outlaws.
Or, don't release a bad game that was not supposed to ever come out.
Quadruple A.
Yeah.
Anyway, so the company wouldn't comment directly on the number of layoffs that could happen as a result of the restructuring and cuts, but regarding cancelled projects, CFO Frederick Duguet.
Sure.
Okay. Frederick, French name.
Yes.
Said there are some people who will be refocused on other big projects and some may leave the company. Will leave the company.
Yeah, I think that's probably more accurate.
As previously confirmed, Ubisoft's new operational model will be structured around multiple independent creative houses, the first of which is Vantage Studios, a subsidiary part owned by Tencent, opened last year, which will oversee Rainbow Six, Assassin's Creed, and Far Cry, i.e., their 3 profitable series.
Yeah. I didn't even know Rainbow Six was still...
Well, they're still doing Siege, aren't they?
Yeah, I guess that's true.
Yeah. On Wednesday, Ubisoft detailed the other creative houses for the first time, each organised around a distinct genre. They are, in addition to Vantage Studios, CH2, which is dedicated to competitive and cooperative shooter experiences, including The Division, Ghost Recon, and Splinter Cell.
I realize what they're doing now. Okay.
Do you want to save? Do you want to save it for a little bit and then we can discuss it at the end? Because I'm not. I'm sort of. I sort of think I know what they're doing as well.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to, yeah.
Let's hold on to it for a little bit, shall we?
Okay. Okay.
CH3 or Creative House 3, real creative.
Yeah. So stupid.
Which will operate a roster of select sharp live experiences such as For Honor, The Crew, Riders Republic, Brawlhalla, and Skull and Bones. I'm pretty sure 2 of those bombed. One of them still only makes money because they bought the IP, Brawlhalla.
Yes.
And Riders Republic was an absolute frickin' flop as well.
Yeah. All potentially could have been good.
Anyway, Creative House 4 will focus on fantasy worlds and narrative-driven universes like Anno, Might and Magic, Rayman, Prince of Persia, and Beyond Good and Evil. Don't forget, they haven't actually officially cancelled Beyond Good and Evil 2.
I've been waiting for that for longer than...
Don't bother, it's never coming out.
No, it's not. It's not.
It's another one. If it actually does come out and does a Skull and Bones, I'll be pleasantly surprised.
I don't want it to do a Skull and Bones, that's for sure.
No, neither do I. I
know what you mean.
I didn't mean I'd be pleasantly surprised like, I'll actually play the game. I'll be like, I'm pleasantly surprised as why did they spend all this money and make it and release it.
Yeah.
Creative House 5, which Ubisoft says is aimed at reclaiming our position in casual and family-friendly games, which includes brands such as Just Dance, Uno, and Hasbro.
Oh my gosh.
Fantastic. In addition, Ubisoft has 4 new IPs currently in development, including the recently acquired MOBA March of Giants, which it says will be assigned to a creative house at a later stage.
Nobody's gonna pay for it. That's fine. Yeah.
Well, this story goes on a bit longer than I thought, but let's carry on. Each of the creative houses will have its own leadership and end-to-end responsibility for its portfolio, from development to publishing and financial accountability, which Ubisoft hopes it will help it make better, faster decisions and lead to more hit games.
Oh gosh.
The creative
house to shut down.
Sorry.
I said, faster decision to shut down. I just saw chat.
The creative houses will be supported by a creative network team which will share studio expertise and provide co-development support, as well as a core services group which will focus on technology, QA, localization, business planning, and more. Specific development studios will be assigned to each creative team, Ubisoft said, while some will be assigned to the creative network team and work within multiple houses. As part of the changes, staff will be expected to return to the office 5 days a week, with an allowance for some work from home days.
That's bad. That's bad. If you want to save the company money, you need to let people work from home.
Brent, they did say about The Crew, it was in Creative House 3, For Honor, The Crew, Riders Republic, Brawlhalla, and Skull and Bones. Anyway, Yves Guillemot, founder and CEO of Ubisoft, said in a statement, on the one hand, the AAA industry has been persistently more selective and competitive, with rising development costs and greater challenges in creating brands. Creating brands. On the other hand, exceptional AAA games, when successful, have more financial potential than ever. In this context, today we are announcing a major reset built to create the conditions for a return to sustainable growth over time.
Oh, suck it.
We are transforming Ubisoft's operating model to produce exceptional quality games on the 2 core pillars of our strategy: open world adventures and games as a service narrative experiences. Oh, fun.
Games as a service always means live service, and they want to make money.
Yep, of course it is. We all know what it is. At the centre of this transformation are our creative houses, integrated business units, now combining production and publishing, and therefore unifying the gamer relationship. Um,
Can you ban him or
please do. There you go. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Brent.
Thank you, Brent.
Anyway, each one is built around a clear genre and brand focus with full responsibility and financial ownership, led by dedicated leadership teams. It is a radical move, relying on a more decentralized creative organization with faster decision making and best-in-class cross-functional core services supporting and serving each creative house. He continued, to put the creative houses in the best conditions to succeed, we decided to refocus our portfolio, a meaningfully revised 3-year roadmap, fucking roadmap, and accelerated our cost reduction initiatives to right-size the organisation. It's such a load of crap.
Crap.
We will discontinue several projects currently in development and provide additional time to certain games to ensure enhanced quality and maximise long-term value. We will also selectively close several studios and continue restructuring throughout the group. While these decisions are difficult, they are necessary for us to build a more focused, efficient and sustainable organisation over the long term. Taken together, these measures mark a decisive turning point for Ubisoft and reflect our determination to confront challenges head on and to shape the group for a long time. And now I can't even bother to read the rest.
Nope, I was gonna make a sign, and I just stopped myself.
That one?
Wankers. Yep.
Yeah. Okay. There's only one word that I can say about all of this, and thank you, Claire Obscure Expedition 33, for this one. This situation is very mad.
What does that mean?
Shit.
Ah! Nice. I'm learning French.
Yeah. This is quite awful.
Yes,
so,
it is.
Kylie, from the business perspective, please tell me, what are they doing by slicing everything up into these 5 creative houses?
Yes, okay, so this is a bad idea to do it after a company has been developed. These are all my opinions. Do not take this advice. Please speak to a financial advisor. There's your disclaimer.
Thank you for the disclaimer. I appreciate it. Yes. Disclaimer again. Please do not seek financial advice from Kylie Wilde.
Well.
No, from a registered financial advisor, please.
Yes. But I mean, we can't deny I'm pretty successful. But anyway, not my point. My point being, Richard Branson long ago gave the advice that when you do start a company, make sure that you make each part of the company a separate entity. And the reason why, now this is when you start a company. So Ubisoft has taken this idea at the wrong time.
So basically, Richard Branson had like Virgin as the main company, didn't he? And then he had like the airlines, the trains, and Virgin like mobile.
And the music, all of that. Yeah, because he started with the record store.
Yep.
Not me, who's read like all 3 of his biographies. What? No, he what his advice was, and it was very good advice, and I took it when I started out. Which is, if you do them each separate, when one falls, it does not affect the others. So it can just fold and die on its own. Now, that doesn't work if you're an established brand like Ubisoft, but what it does do, that they can sell off each house now as its own thing. So now if a buyer wants to, let's say it's EA, and they're like, look, we don't want any of your other stuff, we just want your live service. Then they can go, here you go, give us £5 million or whatever. Well, I guess it'd be euros. That's it's making it easier to sell off assets, and that is what I'm going to say. I guess that's going to be kind of my prediction from here. Is they're looking in the future. They're not looking to develop quality games. We're done with that. Ubisoft is done as a game maker.
No, we're looking to piecemeal this out to different development houses It's
How
like
much money
let's
can we
split
make?
all these studios up and all these IPs into different creative properties that are under the Ubisoft umbrella, to then go, how much is this IP valued at? This IP or this creative house is valued at X amount per share. Basically.
Yes.
That was my assessment of it, pretty much from someone who doesn't own a business.
Yes.
Like, sort of how they did it with, like, the main IPs that they mentioned about the sale of Tencent to last year or the year before. I think they're going to do a very, very similar thing. And, like, whilst they're saying, oh, yeah, Rayman Rayman is a series and all that, it's like they haven't done anything with Rayman for a very long time.
That's true.
And it's quite funny how that there was rumours coming out 2 days after this going, a Rayman remake is coming.
Yeah, no.
And it's like, well, the remake might actually be Rayman Legends remake. And it's like, why? If they remake Rayman Legends, they are stupid. They're spending development costs on a game that is already on a platform that already looks amazing anyway.
Skull and Bones should have never came out. They don't make good decisions.
No, I think that's the problem. They also shouldn't have spent all that money to get the Star Wars IP to release Star Wars Outlaws that was a piece of crap.
It could have been better. But, okay, just for the folks in chat, Mike is joking.
I know, yeah.
Never been bankrupt.
No, I did laugh at it. It was very funny.
It was funny. And then Pylord said a funny thing about the Mazda MR2 wasn't popular in France because MR2 is French. In French is MR2, which makes merde. I don't do language. I can barely speak English. And then, which Nana mentions. I kind of thought we might mention it, but...
Well, there's going to be some other things that are coming out as part of the Ubisoft stuff, so I'll mention that in a minute.
I won't, yeah. But, yeah, it's done. It's done. It's no longer a software dev house. They're looking for sellers is what they're doing. That's my prediction. That's my opinion.
Sorry, Nana, I'm going to address this issue because I'm just going to say, he says, like, I can understand doing an Origins HD remaster since it was a Wii game, but Legends, I think you might have forgotten, whilst Legends is a Wii U game, has been ported to the Switch and now several other consoles, you can play Origins via Legends.
Oh,
all the Origins levels are in Legends.
That's why.
And playable in that game, so it's basically a 2-for-1. You have to complete the main Legends game to unlock them all. Yeah, I forgot all about that until I booted it up, and I was like, what is this thing here on the map? Oh, yes, it's Origins. Which is amazing, because that game is also very excellent. So,
it is quite good.
It's kind of awesome. Anyway, so I disagree. I don't think it needs a remaster. I don't think it needs a remake. I think both games are there, and they're very perfectly playable as is. Not every game needs a remaster. Anyway.
That's the thing. That's a good theme. I know we've done it like 2 other times, but maybe it's time for another. Maybe we should remaster. We should remaster our remaster episode.
No, we should reboot it.
Or reboot it. Or redo. Oh my gosh.
Is it a remake, a reboot, a redo, a remaster, a requel, or a sequel, or a...
Part 3.
Yeah. Don't call it a comeback. It's a rebirth.
Ew.
No, because it's Final Fantasy VII rebirth.
Yeah.
Nana today. Oh yeah, I did actually forget about that. So, yeah, I think a lot of people actually do. So anyway, the update for this Ubisoft story so this news came out 21st, so the day later. Ubisoft shares drop 33% following its major company reset announcement.
What?
Not going to go into major details of this one, but yeah, not surprised about it.
It's because they know, just like I do, they know exactly what they're doing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're devaluing their IP in a major way so that they can pennies on the dollar for the shares, basically, rather than going into administration, and they still actually get their money rather than the administrators. I know enough about business to get through a conversation. It's great.
I no business.
I remember.
I remember.
Yeah, anyway, so at the time of writing, the share price was standing at €4.36, down from €6.64 when the stock market closed on that Wednesday. So the Wednesday that's just been, if you're listening to this live. Yeah, pretty bad. So over the past 15 years, it shows that there was a massive increase from 2016, 2017 to its highest point, I think, in 2018, by the looks of it. Yeah. Oh boy. And then it's just been steadily declining ever since. Then 2020, it was quite a low point, and then dipped back up again, and then massive declines ever since then. And there's just been no way they've ever really recovered. So it is what it is. Whatever.
Yeah.
Ubisoft.
Whatever.
Yeah, Ubisoft. Or Ubisoft, however you want to pronounce it. I don't really care. Whatever.